Hi, I'm Randy Tollett here with Hanner Chevrolet GMC. Thanks for looking at our website. Give us a call or come by and see us. Be glad to help you any way we can. Thanks a lot. I've been here since November of 1987, so 33 years. Went to work for Mark's brother at the Pontiac GMC store in 1983. So that's 37 years ago this year. First special thing is just seeing the boys grow up and coming into the business, the role they play and the experience that they brought to the business, and we just blossomed when the boys came on board. And that makes me so proud. Makes me so proud for Mark and Jana. And it's helped Mark and Jana so much because now they don't have to be here all the time. And it's in great hands whether they're here or not. So.
Probably one of my favorite things Randy always laughs about is when we were little is here we came running through, it was probably this showroom we're in right now, came running in here. He's hollering at Dad, get these kids to settle down, and next thing we know, I bust my face open on a flower pot and Dad's headed to the emergency room getting me stitches, and he always brings that up years later.
We have so many years of memories with Randy. When me and Chase were little, and Randy was the sales manager, so Randy is right hand, always with my dad, and I mean, I'm sure Randy'd be so frustrated with us sometimes because we'd be running around the showroom floor, fist fights on the showroom floor, bloody noses on the showroom floor. And we've had such a good relationship with Randy as a family. He would keep us when my parents were out of town when we were little. We've stayed at his house. Brother split his head wide open, got stitches at Randy's house while my parents were out of town. So way back memories. And then the last 15 years of getting to work with him, that's been special because you had the memories growing up with the guy, and then we come into the store and Randy was always super supportive, teaching, learning, bringing us up into the business. And so yeah, it's gonna be really weird with Randy not around.
Also, seeing how the dealership has grown and continues to grow, and it's just a testimony of how the Hanners do business. We're always fair. We care about people. And Mark Hanner, I've heard him say it once, I've heard him say it 100 times. If this is the playing field, we're up here. We're just gonna be that much better at the way we do things. And it shows, it pays off. All of my customers are repeat or referral for that very reason. Because even if they liked me but hated the way we did business, they wouldn't be back.
There's been a lot of small things that show me he goes the extra mile as a salesman. I guess one of the biggest is he'll load up in a vehicle and drive 2 hours to meet his customers because they're all friends of his. He's made a living selling people that he's turned into friends. So, I mean, he takes that extra step and personalizes it for his customers, and you know, it's special. And that to me probably is what resonates more than anything. It's just the extra mile that he's willing to go to take care of his people.
I just remember as a little kid, I'd come out and see Randy. My dad was in the car business and he would wholesale cars off of Randy. So I've known Randy since I was like 5 years old.
Randy is like the epitome of a people person. Like, he has tons of customers. They're not just customers, they're his friends. He's created friendships with his customers. He's got good relationships with the people at the store. I mean, he's a good, likable guy that you can tell gives it back too. I mean, he's invested. You're not just a customer that's buying a truck. He wants you to be important. He wants to take care of you. And it's that same way working around him. He's not just he's my co-employee that I work with. No, he wants to be your friend. He cares about what's going on in your life. He's just a good guy.
He's very caring. He's constantly asking me how my mom's doing. She bought 2 vehicles from him. He knew about her cancer journey, so he really is genuine. When he cares about someone, he keeps me updated with community happenings. If someone's passed away and he knows I know him, we kind of talk back and forth like that. So I will miss that.
Randy's a good guy. His character, he's from California, so he is a character. And personality, he's really a kind dude. He really is who you see every day. And I've always appreciated that.
Randy's probably one of the nicest guys I know. I don't know anybody that talks bad about him. He's always been friendly. We're gonna have to send all my family and friends to another salesman now when he retires, because he's been the guy that I would always just, oh yeah, you probably like Randy, and they all have, so. He's a good guy. Gonna miss him.
Randy's just a really good, easygoing guy. He's friendly. I don't know of anybody that doesn't like him. He's approachable. He's probably, as far as a salesman, the lowest pressure type of guy that you could go to buy a car from. He just real put you at ease and comfortable. In fact, I've been buying my cars from him for 33 years, I guess, or whatever. Friends and family, so it's been a long time.
My customers, the great relationships I have, great friends I have, of not a few, but hundreds. And how I am so blessed with just repeat and referral. I don't have to, like, one of the salesmen hadn't been here long, and he came to my office and he said, Randy, can I talk to you? And I said, well, sure. He sat down. He said, I just want to tell you, you're so lucky. I said, lucky? What do you mean? He said, you just show up and sell 20 to 30 cars. You don't get out here on the lot, you don't catch ups. Well, I put in a lot of work for those 20 to 30, but now I am blessed. I just show up, my phone goes crazy, and Chase Hanner says I have the most loyal customers, and they are. And I'm just so blessed with the relationships I have with all of them, and I can't thank y'all enough. I can't thank my customers enough. One, you've been my livelihood, but two, you're just great friends. And you stop and look at the fun we've had and the relationships we have. It's just amazing. And I've had many of you tell me that when they get ready to buy a car again, they're gonna call me and want me to meet them down here. So it's just amazing, and I can't thank you enough.
You know, you have a vision of who your uncle is when you're younger, and you always, oh, that's Uncle Randy. But then you actually get to work with him every day and, you know, learn stuff from him, see who he is, see how he works. And it's just it's a blessing and something I'm always going to remember.
I have learned a lot from Randy. I mean, I remember when I was working part-time. I mean, we worked, because his son Chris worked with me and Chase in the wash bay in the summers when we were in high school. And so everything from as you started transitioning to more in the sales department doing stuff, I mean, learning stuff from him, watching how he dealt with customers, watching how they worked a deal. I mean, just so much of the stuff, learning and watching Randy and my dad, because they were the two that were doing so much of the stuff that we were getting brought into the dealership to learn how to do. And so he was always, and he wasn't like we were competition. I mean, we were friends, we were family, and it's just been a great relationship. But how to take care of people, how to do the details of selling, sales management, all that kind of stuff. But got to learn a lot from just watching how he conducted business.
One of the deals that I learned from Randy was that it's not just about work. Was, you know, as we were little, we were the little rugrats running around. Randy was the boss. And then as we've grown up, it's more than just a work relationship. It's a family. It's more than just someone I work with. It's truly like a second dad / brother.
A lot of my favorite memories with Randy at work, since I'm in finance and he sells, I don't get to work alongside him all the time. So some of my favorite memories with Randy at work would probably be us going to lunch together, hitting up all the different places and going and eating at Grandma's house together. And you know, I always give him a hard time because he never lets me buy lunch. But you know, looking back on it, that was a pretty smart decision on my part.
The whole sales department, for one. I mean, this is like all of them are my brothers. We have so much fun. We're there for one another. We care about one another. And it's an amazing relationship we have. And then the techs in the back, same thing. You walk back there and you're visiting and talking with everybody, sometimes to the point where John Wheeler will come, hey, leave him alone. He needs to go back to work. So, I mean, and then everybody. And then with y'all and the ladies that take care of us and take care of our customers, it's just an amazing staff. The ladies in the office, and it's just fun. It's just a fun place to work.
My fondest memory with Randy. I would have to say that when I first got out of prison and I was working at a small dealership when I met Randy, and he knew my background, he didn't care. He literally knew that I believed in the Lord Jesus. He accepted me as his brother, and we went to lunch many times together. He drove me out from Abilene all around Baird to show me where he lived, and it was just to get out of prison after all those years and be accepted by the body of Christ, and it being Randy was awesome.
He congratulated me as soon as I came on, said he was so glad that I was part of the Hanner family, and just kept reassuring me that I was where I was meant to be, and I'm really gonna miss him.
Randy Tollett is just a super dude. He's fun, he's happy, energetic. He can brighten your day. He's just a all-around wonderful man.
He's a goofball. He's a sweet man. He's very caring, very thoughtful. He would give you the shirt off of his back. But when I think of Randy, I just think of nice. He's a nice guy.
Randy being Randy just is always good for encouraging word and a pat on the back and a little laughter. Just having him have Chris come to work here, his son, basically same age as Chase and Hunter. They've gone from being running around on motorcycles out in the parking lot to Chris was washing cars, then he was selling cars, now he's out on his own. So it's been nice to see Randy get to appreciate all that, and you just realize how much time you spend with people when you work with them for 20 years. So lots of memories.
So when I came out here in 1987, he wasn't here at the time. This was Town & Country Pontiac, and I was a technician. Well, I had been here about 3 months or so, and this blonde-haired dude comes into work, and everybody's like, hey, Randy, how's it going? I'm like, you know, how does everybody know this guy? He just walked in the door. Well, he had worked here before and ended up going to San Antonio to work at Ken Batchelor Cadillac for a little bit, and then he came back because he decided the big city life wasn't, you know, what he wanted to do. So, and instantly me and him kind of hit it off. He played drums and I played guitar. So once we figured that out and found out, he's like, hey man, come over to my house and let's jam a little bit. So he had a drum set all set up in his bedroom. It was funny because his wife, if you see their bedroom or their hallway, there's like thousands of pictures, tons of pictures. But we'd go over there on our lunch hour and I'd crank my amp up just about as loud as it would go, and he'd just beat the crud out of those drums. And then, you know, it'd be time to get back, so we're in a rush to get back. Well, then his wife gets home and all the pictures are crooked, they're askew everywhere. And she's like, well, what have y'all been doing? I gotta fix all these pictures in here. So that was a fun time for probably, I mean, we went over and played like that for quite a few years from what I remember, but it was a great time. We had a lot of fun. We'd even jump in the car on the weekends and go to Dallas to buy musical equipment and stuff like that. We hated driving in Dallas or going there, but when we all went, me and him went, we had a great time. One time, we were going to Garland to go buy some stuff, and we were going to go in his truck. Well, I had a red Camaro, so I drove up in his driveway as far to the right as I could, and he's all excited, man, let's go, we gotta go, all right. I jump in his truck, he throws it in reverse and just starts gassing it, and you feel the truck kind of going, and we're like, what's wrong with this transmission? And I look back and he has scraped the entire side of my Camaro with his back bumper, just all the way down the driver's side. I looked at him, I said, you're backing over my car. He goes, oh, crap. And so I was like, screw it, go on, let's go to Dallas, let's have fun. You know, he's like, are you mad at me? I'm like, it's just a car, you know, it can be fixed. But that was a crazy time.
Steve Ritchie. For everybody that knows Steve Ritchie that works here, he is the biggest prankster and always has been. Not just with me, but everybody, including Mark Hanner. Mark Hanner had a real nice boat. Well, Steve, test driving a customer's car, or a car, it may not have been a customer's, driving and sees a dead snake in the road. I think he was driving a pickup. So he picks the snake up, throws it in the back, brings it back to the dealership, and right where you crawl up the trailer to look over into Mark's boat, he winds his snake up. Then he hollers at Mark Hanner to come look at something in his boat. Well, Mark climbs up, and as soon as he's going to take a step, well, there's the snake. You know, of course, it scared him. He hops down, and it scared him. And of course, it was a big laugh. You know, Steve had pulled a prank on Mark. Well, Mark gets him back. We had an old car we had traded for, and there was a dead raccoon, and we picked it up. And there was some kind of material they had that was kind of like a bungee cord, and he got one of the other mechanics to help him, and they made a bungee cord so that when you open the hood on this car, this raccoon just flies out. I mean, it looks like it's just leaping at you. So we got it all planned, and Mark's got several of us over there so we can watch. He pulls this car in there and said, Steve, can you come and I want you to listen to something on this car. And so Mark pops the hood. Right when Steve opens the hood, Mark lays on the horn, and when he did, this raccoon just flies at Steve. His tools flew. It scared him. And I mean, we all laughed till we cried because somebody had got Steve for a change. It was the funniest thing. I mean, I can remember it to this day, and that's probably been 15 or 20 years ago, but it was so funny. It was great.
Hey, Randy, what's really cool right now is that as I walked over from my office to come over here to the original Town and Country building, it just brings back so many memories. And I know it's the same with you. But I mean, when you go back and you look and see where we were in 1987, and then our friendship before that is just pretty incredible. And all the conversations that we've had, the shared values in life that we've had, and the way that both of us, we've aged, but we've matured. And you know, what a credible friendship, business relationship that we've been able to have for so many years. And I am so thankful, you know, and God only knows how many times that I've given thanks for you. And you know, we both get a little sentimental here, but you know, you've been loyal, and you've been here, and you've when I know there were people that probably might have said some things about me, that you stood up for me. And you've been through the good, and you've seen us go through some tough times. And man, I mean, you were steadfast, and I recognize the blessings that God has given me, and the blessings one of those blessings is you, and I recognize and know that you count those blessings with me. But anyway, so happy for you. You know, it's going to be different not seeing you regularly. Man, looking forward to the retirement years, and I know that you and me, I'm looking forward to when we go on a mission trip or two together and spend some time away from the store doing the things that we know is most important to us. So anyway, God bless you, brother. I am so proud of you, and we'll be in touch.
Hey, Randy, I was really proud to hear that you're fixing to retire, and I know that you're going to enjoy it as much as I do. And the sad part is you don't get to see the people that you work with and for as much as you'd like, but it was great people that we worked for. So I hope you enjoy yours as much as I did. Love you, brother.
Please enjoy your retirement. You deserve it. And I guess I'll have to start aggravating Lois on leaving early every day because she's next in line. So happy retirement. Enjoy it. You deserve it. We love you. We'll miss you.
Randy, we'll miss you. Don't be a stranger. Hopefully you won't trade often as you have in the past 20 years, but I'm sure we'll still see you around.
Randy, I hope you truly enjoy your retirement, that you and Julie can go travel the world, enjoy the time. You've worked hard for it, you deserve it, and God bless y'all as y'all go into this next phase of life.
Randy Tollett, John Braz here. Anyway, I just wanted to call you or send you this video and let you know that I'm excited for you getting to retire. I wanted to thank you for the job opportunity you gave me back in '96. We had lots of fun over the years together and too many memories to talk about on this video. But wishing you the best. I know you'll have a good time. You and Julia have a great time. I hope you get to travel the world and see what you want to see and get done what you want to get done, what we call the golden years. Congratulations, Randy, and we'll be seeing you. Keep in touch.
Congratulations, Randy. It was a pleasure getting to meet you. You're a great guy. I appreciate anything that you've done for me while I've been here.
Randy, I guess over 30 years here is incredible. That's incredible to work anywhere for that long. I've worked with you for the last 5.5. Very proud to know you. Very proud to work with you. It's been a pleasure. I hope that retirement's as good as the 30 years you had here. I know that we're all gonna miss you. We're gonna miss harassing you for sure. That's part of the fun of every day, getting to come to work knowing we're gonna get to harass Randy. No, just kidding, but I know that everybody here is gonna miss you. I hope you come by and see us and drop by and say hi, and not a stranger. I know this place will miss you, and I know your customers will miss you, and I know the handlers will miss you, and I'll miss you myself. So we want to thank you for all that you've done for this company, and wish you luck with all the years to come.
I've only had the pleasure of working with Randy for 2 years, and in those 2 years, Randy has never once declined to help me, even when I was a new employee, or after we have developed a good relationship. He has always been an asset to me in the service department and obviously Hanner Chevrolet. So we wish the best of luck to Randy going forward. I know he's looking forward to his retirement. So good luck, Randy. We'll miss you, but we understand why you're going.
I want to tell Randy that I hope you thoroughly enjoy your retirement. I know you've talked about it for a few years now, and we didn't know if you were ever going to actually do it. We know you're going to miss the people, and because you are a people person, and some of that interaction. But do enjoy your free time. You've earned it. You and Julie, y'all travel the country. Y'all take some time, and I mean, enjoy the time because you deserve it.
Mr. Tollett, here we are at the end of this run, getting ready to start a new one. You know, I could always count on you if I needed a little bit more for the trade-in. You'd do in there and did the best you could by me. But really, Randy, best of luck to you and your family. I'm really happy for you that you're getting to retire. I know you're probably like me, you're trying to figure out who all these old people are that the same age as you and I, but who knows, some of the secrets of the universe probably. Anyway, man, take care. Best to you and your family. God bless you all. It's been a good ride.
Congratulations on retirement. We're gonna miss you. We love you up here and have a good time.
So once you leave, Randy, please don't be a Pat Goodson or a Phil MacArthur and show up every week, loitering and tying up employees, making everybody unproductive. If you go, just get the heck out and stay out.
Randy, congratulations on your retirement. So excited for you. Man, I've had a great time in these last 2 years of getting to know you, know who you are as a man, know your character. I'm thankful for having a brother in Christ that we can talk to and we can share. And I just want you to know, as you go into retirement, Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I've had for you." And Randy, God He's used you in so many ways all this time that you've been here, and He's known your plans. And I want you to forget that He still has plans for you. He knows what your future is, just honoring, loving, trusting, and man, just enjoy this time of retirement.
I'm in the unique position that I'm going to get to see him still. So it's not goodbye for me for very long. I'm sure I'll see him in a month or two, tops. But really what I want to tell him is thanks. Thank you so much for staying on me for years, telling me to call Mark Hanner and telling me I need to come work at a car dealership in Baird, Texas, and how I would love it and how I would do great at it. And I didn't listen to you for a long time. And then finally one day I picked up the phone and made a phone call, and it was the best decision that I ever made. So thank you, Randy, for getting me on this boat. And I'm gonna miss you when you're gone, but I know I'll get to see you.
We met Randy and Julie. Mark probably knew them before we got married, but when we got married, we lived right behind the commercial building, and Randy and Julie were our next door neighbors. And none of us had kids at that time. It's hard to believe that it goes back that far, this friendship. And Randy, I mean, I'm gonna miss you bringing coffee. I'm gonna miss that you always had a positive attitude and that you always loved the Hanners. I'm gonna miss that you love our children. I'm gonna miss you love my grandbabies. I am gonna love that I have Facebook to keep up with you and that you and Julie are close. We're still gonna get together and we're gonna go to each other's houses and we're gonna have meals and we're gonna have fellowship and we're gonna celebrate that we're Christians and we love each other. And Randy, thank you for what you've done for not Hanner Chevrolet, for Mark and Jana Hanner and for the Hanner family. And you will be missed and we love you.
The Hanner family knows I love them all. Mark Hanner's my brother. He really is. Jana, we have so much fun and she gives me such a hard time. I've been bringing her coffee. I'll make a fresh pot and I'll go in and get her cup and bring it to her for over 30 years now. And it's always a big joke about that, but somebody to drink with, you know, and love her to pieces. Chase and Hunter are like my own kids. They treat me better than I deserve. And now Erin, she's always cooking for us and lining up Christmas parties now, and she just does great. And it's unbelievable. And it just shows the values of Mark and Jana, how their kids have turned out. I know they're so proud of all of them, as I am.